Coatlaxopeuh is a word proposed by Father Mariano Jacobo Rojas of Tepoztlán as a possible Nahuatl origin of the word Guadalupe, the appellation of the Virgin of Guadalupe. The suggestion of a Nahuatl etymology for the Virgin's name was part of the Mexican indigenista debates of the mid-20th century, in which prominent intellectuals reinterpreted Mexican history with a renewed emphasis on the nation's indigenous heritage. In addition to Coatlaxopeuh, many other proposed Nahuatl etymologies of Guadalupe have been suggested, but in the devotional literature Coatlaxopeuh remains the most accepted. Luis Becerra y Tanco. The earliest suggestion that the word Guadalupe had originated as a misconstrual of an original Nahuatl word was by the priest Luis Becerra y Tanco in 1666. He proposed that since Juan Diego, to whom the Virgin had appeared, did not speak Spanish, and since the Nahuatl language did not have the voiced consonants G or D, it was likely that the name had originally been a Nahuatl word which was later misheard by Spaniards as Guadalupe. He proposed that the original name could have been Coatlaxopeuh, which he translated as "she who originated from the summit of the rocks." Indigenismo. Father Mario Rojas Sanchez, who translated the Nicanmopouh, suggested the Nahuatl name Coatlaxopeuh, which he translates as "she who emerges from the region of light like the eagle from fire." Scholar Jeanette Rodriguez, citing Xavier Escalada, notes the Nahuatl language does not contain the letters D and G, therefore Our Lady's name could not have been Guadalupe. She also presents the theory that Juan Diego and his uncle called the lady Coatlaxopeuh, saying the Nahuatl understanding of Coatlaxopeuh is lo que vien volando de la luz como el aquila de fuego. The region of light was the dwelling place of the Aztec gods, and the eagle was a sign from the gods. To the Spaniards, it sounded like Guadalupe and reminded them of the Virgin at home. Rodriguez holds that the Spanish thought of Guadalupe of Extremadura, Spain. A large number of conquistadors were from the province of Extremadura and quite naturally were devoted to the local patroness. The devotion to Our Lady of Guadalupe in Extremadura was reaching its peak at the time of the first contacts between Spain and the New World. Rodriguez states that the name to the Spaniards reminded them of the Virgin at home. To the natives it referred to a sign that had come from the gods. Quote, "This allowed each side to see in the story something it understood and valued, which would inevitably bring them together as a unifying force." Gloria Anzaldúa. Gloria Anzaldúa, in her book Borderlands, La Frontera, proposes the indigenous origin of Guadalupe as Coatlaxopeuh, which she translates as "she who has dominion over serpents." Quote, she argues that because Coatlaxopeuh sounds like Guadalupe, the Spanish saw Coatlaxopeuh as parallel or identical to the Dark Virgin, Guadalupe, patroness of west-central Spain. Anzaldúa gives Coatlaxopeuh as a variant name. She sees both versions as being linked historically to Coatlaxopeuh, whose name means serpent skirt. Bibliography. Anzaldúa, Gloria E. Coatlaxopeuh, lo que domina a los serpentes. La diosa de las Américas. 12p. New York, Vintage Books. ISBN 0-375-70369-1. Anzaldúa, Gloria E. Borderlands, La Frontera, The New Mestiza, 3rd ed. San Francisco, Aunt Loot Books. Barnes, Rhonda L. Demanding Social Equality, a Feminist Reinterpretation of the Virgin of Guadalupe. Link title. Becerra Tanco, Luis. 1979. Felicidad de Mexico. 3 ed. Facsimilar. Mexico Editorial Ju. Behrens, Helen. 1952. The Treasure of Mexico. Mexico. Behrens, Helen. 1966. The Virgin and the Serpent God. Mexico. Editorial Programa de Villargaribe, Ignacio, 1936. Breve Estudio Histórico Etimológico acerca del vocablo Guadalupe. 4 ed. Mexico. Imp. Emilio Pardo e Hos. Keen, Benjamin, 1971. The Aztec Image in Western Thought. New Brunswick, Rutgers University Press. Lethem, Miguel, 1989. Indigenista Hermeneutics and the Historical Meaning of Our Lady of Guadalupe of Mexico. Folklore Forum 22, 1/2. Leon Portia, Miguel, 1978. Aztec Thought and Culture, a Study of the Ancient Nahuatl Mind. 5th printing. Norman, Oklahoma. University of Oklahoma Press. Felon, John, 1960. Neo-Aztecism in the 18th Century and the Genesis of Mexican Nationalism. In Culture and History, Essays in Honor of Paul Radin, ed. S. Diamond, pp. 761–770. New York, Columbia University Press. Rodriguez, Moro, 1980. Guadalupe y Historia o Símbolo. México. Editorial Editorial. Rojas Sánchez, Mario, trans. 1978. Nucanmopoua, Puebla, Diócesis de Huixatla. Rojas Sánchez, Mario and J. Hernández Illescas, 1983. Las Estrellas del Manto de la Virgen de Guadalupe. Mexico. Francisco Mende Oteo. Wolf, Eric, 1958. The Virgin of Guadalupe, a Mexican National Symbol. Journal of American Folklore 71–34–39. Lafayette, Jacques, 1977. Calcotl y Guadalupe, la formación de la conciencia nacional en México. Mexico. Fondo de Cultura Económica.